This is the easiest AFK raid farm for Minecraft Bedrock, and as always, there will be a world download in the description. Alright, the first thing you need to do is find yourself a pillager outpost, and after doing that, we are going to kill off all of the pillagers. After killing off the pillagers, you might have noticed that you have the bad omen effect. Honestly, I would just leave it because you're going to be getting it so often for this next little bit, but if it bothers you, then simply drink a glass of milk. Moving past that, we're going to break this stair right here and fill in the floor temporarily. Go ahead and break this chest and then pick up all the items. And then what we're going to do is grab our glass panes and we're going to fill in from this corner to this corner and fill the entire area with glass panes so that we can find the spawning spot for this pillager outpost. And after filling it in, this is what it should look like. An important note is that it is on the second layer. I'm not sure if I already mentioned that. But what we're going to do now is we're going to walk away from the pillager outpost and then we're going to come back. I'm flying away, but if you're in survival mode, then just simply leaving the area will work. And then when we come back, we should see where they spawn. So this is where the pillager captain is going to spawn. So we're going to break all of the glass panes except for the ones that he's trapped in. After removing all of the glass panes, this is what it's going to look like. You have him trapped inside of 4 glass panes. We're then going to kill off the pillager captain, and then we're going to mark out this area. So we're going to break this block, this block, this block, and this block, and those are all of the blocks underneath of these glass panes. We can now get rid of the glass panes like this. What we're going to do now is destroy the entire pillager post all the way down to this floor. So we're going to break everything up from this block. After destroying the rest of the pillager outpost, we are now ready to build the bad omen generator. So that is the purpose of this area. This is going to be what gives us the bad omen effect. All right, so the first thing that you want to do is you want to create a rim around your marker blocks just like this. So we're going to have a 4x4 platform now. After doing that, we're going to come underneath of the platform and we're going to build another one of those rims, just like so, and we are going to do it again, but this time we're going to be building a trident killer. So go ahead and grab your pistons and place down a piston here, 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 and here, all in an alternating pattern. We're then going to grab our redstone torches and place them on the sides of each and every one of these pistons. And then we're going to grab observers and we're going to make those observers look at those redstone torches just like so. And we're going to do this for every single one so that we have a giant circle of observers, pistons, and redstone torches. Now, if we go ahead and break this redstone torch and place it back, you're going to see that these pistons are alternating just like this. All right, the next thing we're going to do is place down a lever on this piston, simply turn it on, and this is going to turn the farm off, and then turn it back off, and then this is going to turn the farm on. So what you want to do when you leave the area is make sure that the farm is off, and while we're building it, we might as well leave the farm off so that it doesn't make a horrible noise. Go ahead and grab a chest now and place down a double chest underneath of the piston. And then we're going to grab our hoppers and place 4 hoppers running into one another, running into the chest just like so. That way we can collect all of the banners from the pillager captains. Now you want to come to the top side of the farm and we're going to place down 2 layers of blocks around the outside of the farm just like this, leaving the center empty because that's going to be where the pillager captains spawn. So after building up 2 layers, we want to grab a locator map now, and we want to find the southeast corner. So that would be this corner, and this is going to be the block that the pillager captains spawn on. So you can go ahead and break these 3 blocks just like that. And then we're going to place down a glass block right here, so that way the pillager captain is automatically going to get pushed out into the trident killer. We're then going to go ahead and throw down a roof on top of this thing, just like so. Then we're going to grab ourselves some oak leaves, and we're going to cover this entire thing with leaves just like this. After doing that, we can go ahead and turn this bad boy on and sit and wait for the bad omen effect, or just go ahead and check your chests, and if you get any drops at all, that means that you've built it in the right spot. Alright, I've gone ahead and built it in the right spot because I have 2 banners here. So if you have any banners or arrows or anything like that, that means you've built it in the right spot. So following that, we're going to come beside this chest now, and we want to build up all the way to this lever. Then we're going to build up 2 more blocks, and then from here, we want to build 32 blocks up with scaffolding. After building up 32 blocks, you're going to build a leaf border around the scaffolding just like this, and make sure that you use leaf blocks. That way you can't have anything spawning up here. After that, we're going to build out to the side right here just by 1 block, and then we're going to go ahead and make this platform a little bit bigger so you have a 4x4 platform to stand on. If you're going to AFK here, I would highly recommend enclosing this area after we're done building the farm, but for right now, this is going to work out fine. The next thing you're going to do is grab yourself a chest, break this leaf block, so the one that is opposite of the scaffolding, and go ahead and place down a double chest just like this. After doing that, you want to grab yourself some leaves, and we're going to build ourselves a temporary 4x4 with the middle empty just like this. This is going to make building a lot easier, and it is also going to mob-proof the area. We're going to grab ourselves some hoppers now and place 4 hoppers running into one another just like this. Then we're going to go ahead and grab our pistons and place down a piston on top of the double chest, and then again in the alternating pattern. We're going to go ahead and grab our redstone torches and place them on the ends of those pistons, just like so. And then we're going to grab our observers and we're going to make them look at those redstone torches. So again, we're building a trident killer. That way we can AFK this thing for hours on end. And just like before, grab yourself a lever and place it on top of this piston. Go ahead and turn it on just to make sure it's all set up properly. And then again, we're just going to turn this thing off just like so. We're going to grab ourselves some slabs now and place down 2 slabs right here, and then a block right here and a block right here. And then we're going to encase this entire thing to create a 4x4 that's hollow with blocks. Go ahead and throw down your trident now, and from here, we want to build a giant tube that is 18 blocks tall using this entire area with blocks. So from this block, we're going to build up 18. I just realized that it's probably easier to count from the hoppers up, so from the hoppers up, it is 20 blocks tall. After that, we're going to grab our blocks again, and we want to build out by 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to go ahead and create a giant platform up here with these 2 arms. And we're just going to fill this entire area in with blocks. And after filling in the platform, we're going to go ahead and add a rim around the farm. And this rim is going to be 8 blocks tall plus a layer of leaves so that the total height is 9 blocks tall. And after filling in the walls, it should look like this. We're going to come down to this platform now and grab our signs and place down 4 signs over top of our hole here. We're going to grab our blocks now, and we're going to place down 7 blocks in the corner opposite of that hole. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we're going to go ahead and just fill in this entire platform to create a giant triangle in the end. So really, it's 7 blocks that way, 7 blocks that way, and then it's like 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I don't know. A triangle is a lot easier to comprehend. We're going to go ahead and place down a water bucket in this corner here, and then it is going to flow over into this area. What we're going to do now is grab our signs again, and we're going to come up 3 blocks like so, place down a sign on this block, this block, this block. We're going to do the same thing again. We're going to add another triangle, so 1, 2, and then 1. And then we're going to do some alternating sign business, so 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and then here, and then here, and then here, right here. That should work. Signs are really tricky because they don't connect properly, but what we're going to do now is place down a lava bucket in this corner and hope for the best. So hopefully I filled in all the spots that I should have. I think I did, and perfect. There we go. So we have all of the lava spread out. What this is going to do is it's going to kill all of the Ravengers, because if the Ravengers are up here, they obviously will not fit inside of that hole, so they will not die. So that is going to be what kills all of the Ravengers. So this is the entire upper bit done. All we need to do now is add in a villager. All right, what we want to do now is grab our blocks, come over to our tube underneath of the platform, build down by 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And on this 7th block, we're going to place down a block right here. Go ahead and break our marker blocks just like this, and then place down a bed on top of those blocks. Grab yourself some leaves now and remove these blocks and place down leaves. That way we don't have any pillagers spawning inside of this area. We're going to grab our blocks again and create a rim around those leaves, wrapping all the way into the front of the farm. Then we're going to go ahead and build this up so that it is 2 layers high, just like so. An important note is before we get a villager involved, make sure that your bad omen effect is turned off, and you should drink milk. That way when you go to the village to capture your villager, you don't start a raid inside of that village. All right, the next thing you want to do is place down a torch inside of the bed area. That way it's nice and lit up for the villager and nothing can spawn in there. Grab your blocks again, and we're going to place down another layer of blocks so that this area is 4 blocks tall. And after doing that, you are now ready to get a villager in here. The easiest way to do that is probably with a minecart or a bubble column. I do think that the minecart is probably slightly easier, so I would recommend doing that. I'm just going to go ahead and spawn one in here, and he's going to link up to that bed. After he links up to the bed, we can simply place down some leaves over top of the area, just like this, and that is going to keep him nice and safe, and nothing is going to spawn inside of his chamber. So after doing that, that is the entire farm done. Let's just make sure that we place down a trident here, because last time I didn't. And yeah, there we go. So we have the trident in there. So this entire thing is ready to go. All you need to do now is come down here and go and turn on the farm, which it is already on. Perfect. So we're going to fly up here, turn on this trident killer, and that is going to start a raid just like this. Go ahead and turn on that trident killer now, and this is going to push that trident around, so that way we can sit here and AFK, and these slabs are going to allow us to collect all of the XP. And again, make sure that if you're AFKing here and you're in survival mode, then go ahead and cover this entire area in something like leaves. Do not use normal blocks, because that will in fact make Ravengers spawn out here, and it will just mess everything up. Please, 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 just use leaves and do something like this. That is the easiest way to do it, and it is probably the safest way to do it. Okay, and one last thing is, if you want to make the rates of this farm even more, make sure you're holding a looting 3 sword. And when you want to AFK, you want to stand in this area, that way you collect all of the XP, and as you can see, we are getting tons and tons of drops, tons of emeralds, tons of tools, tons of everything. So all you have to do now is sit here and wait and collect tons of XP while you leave your PC running, your iPad, whatever you're using, and you're going to get tons of levels, tons of emeralds, and whatnot. And if you need even more space, which you probably will based on how efficient this farm is, all you have to do is come down here and add more chests and more hoppers to create a larger storage system underneath of here. So it's really simple, and again, you're just going to AFK here. Nothing can touch you, you're perfectly safe, and you're going to get all of that lovely XP. Don't worry if, don't worry if witches or something are jumping on those pistons. Eventually, they're going to fall in, and everything works out perfectly. Alright, that is going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, then be sure to subscribe and leave a like. My name is 1UpMC, and I will catch you guys in the next one. A huge thank you to our channel members for supporting the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.